Who wants to be a Melvinaire? It's a manhood movement, constant elevation. Every day we improving. 7 p.m. on Wednesdays. I think you should tune in. It's more than a podcast. It's a family reunion. Melvinaires. My nigga Mel up in here. You know Rome, he the plug. No telling who might appear. Could be one of your favorite rappers, community activists, businessmen and women, to the shooters and savages. Melvinaires. Yeah, we Melvinaires. Yeah, we Melvinaires. Yeah.
Yo, mic check, 1 2 1 2. We back in the building, baby. It's the almighty Melvinaire Podcast, man. Give it up one time. No doubt. We back, baby. I'm your host, none other, Rome the Plug. I got my DJ in the building, DJ Bruce Wayne, 443. Live and direct. We got the bro, Philly in the building. The bro, Billy Ray Valentine, back once again on the Melvinaire Podcast. And we got our special guest, man. Baltimore's own T. Hosley, live and direct in the building.
What's up, fam? How y'all feeling?
Already, man. Already. Yo, we appreciate you. Appreciate you coming down, you know what I mean, coming to rock with us for a little bit, man. I of course, I follow you on IG, you know what I mean? I be seeing all the clips, you know what I mean? See a little bit of everything. I'm like, damn, yo. But then when I seen you start your Up in Smoke tour. Free Smoke, my bad. Free Smoke, my bad. I was smoking, my bad. Free Smoke tour, yo. When I seen that and I seen, how the people gathered, you know what I'm saying? How you had the people together, man. I was like, y'all got to holler at, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, we probably one of the most misunderstood cities in the country, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, and to be able to congregate people like that, to be able to keep dudes out the streets, you know what I mean? At least for what it is for the time being, you know what I mean? To be from here, you got to understand it, you know what I'm saying? And understand that doing something positive, keeping them guys out the way, bro, is kudos. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to that. It's positive. It's healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's fellowship. It's everything. You know what I mean? It's competitive. Yo, like, and then you was traveling up and down the East Coast with it, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. Definitely.
Yeah, man, yo. That's tough. Nationwide, that's a goal?
Yeah, I mean, just with like the places and like the recognition that it's been getting, like, within the last, I'll say more so like within the last like 2 years.
Yeah.
I got people, Toronto, Vegas, LA, like West Coast, like trying to get us to come out. We supposed to go to Chicago soon.
That's lit, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just, it wasn't easy though, man. It started from the bottom, you know what I mean, and technically still at the bottom, you know what I mean, just trying to like, get there, you know what I mean. It's just, you got a lot of competition that comes through. You got a lot of people like across the country that like that, you know what I mean, gotta be real, like watched it and
right.
Tried to mimic it in their own way and do it in their own cities and things like that. So, you just gotta stay creative and, stay on top to try to make sure yours is still
right
at the top of the line, you know what I mean? So
absolutely.
Just working hard though, man, it's just it's a lot to deal with though, man. It ain't really easy as people think, you know what I mean? When
right.
You trying to, like at my position anyway, like when you're trying to just be like stay solid and just try to do business with everybody and try to be non-biased. You know what I mean? That shit. I'm sorry.
No, you can go.
Okay, well that shit is like, it's tough. You know what I mean? It's like a work in progress. Like after like every event, I'd be like, man, I'm going to say fuck this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then somebody, either it's Marty or Kendall or the other Kendall or my wife or somebody be like, man, this shit ain't going to be easy, man. You got to keep on. You know what I mean?
That's
and then, the next day I'll be working on the next card. So.
Right. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's it. I totally dig that though, man. But like, like you said, like the power, the power that the niggas love for the sport, you know what I'm saying? The niggas love for the game, yo, like, that's powerful, bro. Like, to be able to go city to city like that. Like, I wish you the best on that, y'all. Like in all reality, man, like, a nationwide tour would be huge. That'd be huge, man. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Somebody put some money behind it. Yo, it's you had an Under Armour commercial too. Where you was featured in one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Steph came out with the latest shoe that he have now, when he came out with that shoe.
Yeah.
It was that was monumental for me. I didn't actually get to meet Steph personally. Like I missed him.
Right.
And that's my current favorite player. So
right.
You know what I mean, I was hyped, but I mean, you know, it was it got me a little bit more connections and got me like in talks with like some Under Armour people. But you know, like that's tougher than what you think. And it's just like, no, hey man, I'm doing this, man. I be having 500 people out here, and what's up? It's like a little tougher. So you know, you still gotta like, you know what I mean. But I'm still working at that. You know what I mean? It's just,
nah, yo, that's what's up. And Steph shared your shit too, right?
Yeah. Well, man. He shared the pictures that shout out to Dev. You know, Dev from Baltimore. You know, Devin Allen. You know, he's a photographer. Like he's the one that really plugged me into this situation. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shout out Dev, man.
Yeah. So you know, and Dev took like these amazing shots of me, like, you know, in the Under Armour gear and the new Steph Curry's or whatever. And you know, Steph, I was one of the only ones that did like a single, had my own like photo shoot wise. So you know, he took to a lot of my pictures and he like, you know, shared.
That's dope,
man.
You know
what I mean? Yeah, that was like, you know, that was
that's fire.
Very inspirational for me. I was like, damn, that's my guy. You know, I know he don't know that's Terry, but you know, it's just like, you know what I mean? For me, it's like, nigga, you just reposted me, so you know what I mean? That's,
absolutely. It's Steph Curry, yo.
Yeah.
Steph Curry, bro. Like you can't you always gonna have that. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was watching a few of your interviews. Probably I think they're from last year, and I know you said you was taking your free smoke tour up and down the East Coast. You mentioned a bunch of cities, but I didn't hear you mention Philly. Did you have any players in Philly, or did you ever hold any tournament?
We just did a free smoke versus Fernhill. Shout out to Nice and you know Bean and Sam and a lot of them guys like down in Philly or whatever. We went down there. Well, actually, it started 2022 year with a boy Scar from Philly and Meech. They came up here and they played. Scar played School, and Meech played Greg on my platform, and then that's when I built my relationship with a lot of the Philly guys in the street and in the basketball and all of that. And then this year, you know, just in it was February, I think. February we did a Baltimore versus Philly, and we had 6 games scheduled, and we got 3 games finished, and we was on the 4th game, and the 4th game got stopped. You know what I mean? Things got a little out of control. You know how it can get, especially with those 2 type of cities. But I mean, nobody got hurt or nothing like that. But it was just before it get to that.
Right.
Let's just stop the group, and we just. I mean, so then we stopped it. So we still missed out on the game where I was supposed to play the guy Reek. Perkins Sim was playing. Currently, Sim was up 5. Philly was up 5-4 in that game.
Okay.
And the game got stopped, and we didn't get the Greg game because we didn't get to that. And the Kendall versus the Wiley game that was already canceled that day, but we didn't get to the rest of the game. So then I did something in March. I can't remember what card I did. I did something in March, and then April 16th it just passed. We did it was my validation, my 3rd validation, like, you know, because I named my cards.
Okay.
So validation is the one I do in April. That was part 3, and that was us versus Philly part 2.
Okay. Gotcha.
So we just completed that, and we doing another one like the 3rd week of July. So
I'm gonna start pulling up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start pulling up for real.
Pull up on 4th of July, man. If anybody out there at Cloverdale Park, 4th of July is free. If you sell anything, you know what I mean? Even if y'all want to do your podcast thing, if y'all can do it outside,
say less.
Y'all can come do that, though. All vendors is welcome.
Say
no
less,
vendor fee, none of that. You know, it's just
That's
like we're going to be out there all day. We got the fireworks and all that.
That's a bet.
So
that's a bet. We pulling up.
But
bring the kids out there, man. Have some fun for real. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Man. Yo, that's tough, man. So let me ask you. Where'd you go to school at?
High school?
Yeah.
I went to Parkville High School.
Went to Parkville.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. My niece goes there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my daughter goes there.
My oldest niece about to graduate.
Yeah, my daughter goes there. My daughter's in the 11th.
Okay.
She goes to Parkville, so.
All right.
Oh, you never played international? Like, you never thought about playing international?
Yeah, well, you know, when I left high school, I was supposed to go to Allegheny Community. You know, that's when junior college was like really big.
Yeah.
And you know, Steve Francis went there, so they was really on the map. I was supposed to go there, but you know, I got into a fight at the end of my school year, and I got put out of school.
Wow.
So I couldn't graduate regular. I had to graduate in summer school.
Right.
So, you know, Coach Rice at the time that was out at Allegheny, he wasn't really like feeling that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I went to Essex Community College, and that was my first taste of like a little bit of college experience or whatever. So, you know, I just was like, chasing at the women and just playing basketball. I fell off or whatever. Then I finally started to get my shit together. I went back. I became like an all-A student again, and then my mother passed. When my mother passed, it just threw me off completely. And then that's when I got more into like my music because that was the best way for me to, release like the pain I was going through. You know what I mean? And then I was still hooping, and then once I got back on track with hooping, I'll say around about 19. I mean, not 2019. When I was 19. So probably 2005, 2006. It was just a whole lot of like me trying to get overseas and things like that. I had two, a lot of niggas say they had a lot of opportunities, but it's tougher to get overseas than you think.
Right.
When you're not like coming straight out of college or things like that.
But
for all my connections and the word of mouth and people that was vouching for me, I had two real offers, China and Germany, and because of my my legal status as far as like probations and things I got in trouble for, I couldn't leave. So
got you.
So then I just went semi-pro like for 5-6 years, and then just in the street, and then while everybody was away, people in my class or like a year or two older than me or younger than me, they was all away, overseas or G League or D League at the time or NBA, whatever. I was here in the streets, one-on-one for money, one-on-one this, one-on-one that.
Right.
So, and then once, like, when I did my comedy, my movies and shit like that, and then my following on internet-wise got bigger and bigger and bigger. And then, I just used that influence I had to start, the Free Smoke Tour. And then, it's just because, the plan for money in the street, like when not organized at all, it started to get like kind of dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done been in situations where you playing $10, $15, $5,000 and, shots ring off at the end of the game and, shit like that, you know what I mean? So, I started saying like, we just gonna pull up on niggas and y'all, like, we think y'all two a good matchup. We're gonna pull up in your hood. Y'all gonna play. Then next week we're gonna pull up in this hood. We're gonna have these two niggas that's not even from here playing y'all hood or whatever. And it's just, don't got beef for no money. It's just for the culture. It's just free smoke. And then by me going around and around and around and around, I just added the tour. So, I just, that's called it the Free Smoke Tour. And then we just been rocking ever since. But that's really the story with me as far as my personal basketball endeavors. You know what I mean? Like, but I, of course, I always wanted to, just to say I did it, but I'm like, I know it's plenty of niggas, no diss, it's plenty of niggas that went overseas that like still can't fuck with me to this day. I'm 37 and they in their 20s, they play overseas right now. So I don't really look at it like that. It's just like, I know it was just because of my mistakes I made. It ain't had nothing to do with talent.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna be the best nigga at like where I'm at.
You cold, bro. Like, I was sitting there, I'm like, damn.
Shout out to my nigga Jay Waddle. He told me that. He said, bro, all the real hoopers know where you belong. So if that's where you at, you just be the best nigga at where you at.
That's great advice.
And that's what I did.
That's great advice.
That's Lord Bro. Like Lord brother told me that.
Yeah, that's great advice.
It fucked with me for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But then I was like, man, I know I can play here if this nigga can play there. No diss to nobody, but it's just, you know what I mean? Like, just think about it. It's nowhere in the world Kobe could have played that LeBron couldn't have played.
Facts.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? There's nowhere Steph could play that KD couldn't play.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So there's certain people I know, like, okay, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can you talk about? Oh, my bad. All right.
go ahead.
Can you talk about how important the tool of sports can be for somebody like yourself, and how it kept you like on a constructive path, and how important it is for us to use whatever we got to try to reach the children at the young ages. Talk about how that experience.
Yeah, well, it's for me, man. As far as sports, man, like, basketball, like, this shit really did, like, it did everything for me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so crazy. Like, I met so many people and I got so many relationships just off of basketball. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't got jobs before just because I could play basketball and I had a relationship with somebody through basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, I always had like a good character. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't perfect, but, I always tried to be stand up. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm talking like, man, it's been times I played for teams where I was broke, like, in real life, and motherfuckers that was coming to games was, like, paying my bills for me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shout out to, Mr. Leslie and Mr. Bryce. You know what I mean? It's like a two white guys. You know what I mean? Like, I played with the Shuckers, and, like, I was like stepping back from playing for them because I had to deal with some real life shit. I'm like, man, look, I'm got my own house now, my BG&E court. I gotta get, and I didn't really want to go the wrong route no more. So I was like, I gotta get to it. They was like, man, how much is this? How much is that? We'll pay that shit for you just to stay here.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Just like little shit like that. Like I know if I call him today and say, look, hey, I ain't talked to him in years. Hey, look, man, I'm fucked up, man. I need a job. I got my family. I need a job. Just because of the relationship I built with him off of basketball, he'll try to get me a job. You get what I'm saying?
That's love, man.
You know what I mean? So it's like, so basically to answer your question, any talent that you have, especially with the way the social media is now, you just gotta brainstorm and, you know, just use your creative side of your brain and you can figure out something to get something out of something. You get what I'm saying? Like, so, like even, you know, I'm 37, so probably, may God willing, no major injury, like probably when the 40th year come around, I'll be like, I really feel like I ain't really gonna, like not being cocky, I really feel like I'm still in my 20s, like I'm hooping. But I'm just gonna tone it down. Like once I get 40, I'm gonna tone it down. But I'm still gonna use basketball as a tool. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just like it could take you so many places, man. Like any sport or whatever you do, like basketball done got me. You know what I mean? Like I done met T-Mac. Like I got T-Mac number in my phone.
Right.
I can call T-Mac and not that I would, but I can say T-Mac, hey, look, I need you to cash at me $200.
Right.
He'll do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had real conversations with T-Mac. We done talked about my favorite player of all time. We done talked about Kobe.
Yo, T-Mac is my nigga, bro. Yo.
You know what I mean? And it's like, but all of that just off of basketball. And it's like, and when I got to the platform where he was at, it's like he already knew of me. He already knew about my platform, told me he watched it and even got ideas from like all of that shit. Like, and it was just like, see, that's like when I hear shit like that, it's be like, okay, I was thinking about stopping.
That guy
that's at least going to inspire me to go.
Yeah, that guy inspired.
You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know what I mean?
Prime T-Mac was that nigga, bro.
Yeah,
Prime T-Mac was that nigga, bro.
I appreciate that answer, and I got one more. Because I'm a coach. I'm using it. And the only reason why I got involved in coaching because I looked at it as a tool. As far as football, I'm sorry, football coach for youth, and I looked at it as a tool. So that's why that question was important to me. And I just wanted you to speak to how you touched on it a little bit. How you know, people from the organizations you played ball for or your coaches or whatever, they was very very really instrumental in helping you out in times of need. And I wanted you to speak more about that as far as coaching and how important coaching is. People who volunteer their time.
For example, this is how important coaching or like training is to me. People have been asking me to do this shit for like the last 6 years, right? And I said, I'm not really done with my journey. I would never do that to a kid because coaching and training, especially with children, like the youth, you have to be able to put the time in because that's what they need. Like, bro, if I'd have had like you, my high school career, right? I got Marty Keithline as a coach. Then my 10th grade year, I got the fucking weight training teacher. He don't know shit about basketball.
Right.
That's my coach. Then my junior year, I got a coach that came from Southwestern. Didn't really like, you know what I mean. Then my senior year in high school, my best year in high school, it was just somebody that got hired as the athletic director. Don't know shit about basketball.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'd have had like Bucky Lee, God rest his soul, that was my coach. If I'd have had Bucky Lee all the way up to high school, bro, my basketball path would have been totally different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, my father's a basketball legend here.
Your father went to Northern, right?
He went to Northern and he went to Lake Clifton.
Okay, all right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he was, that's the 80s. So you know, he was on and off drugs, in and out of jail and shit like that. So I didn't really have him, you know, like he didn't teach me shit like the basketball. You know what I mean? No diss to him, you know, that's my father. But I'm saying that's the reality. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But it's like that coaching shit, man, that means a lot, man. And then even with coaching, you build relationships too. You know what I mean? Like it's something like I know kids that like their coaches is like their parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like and I know how much money I can make off of coaching and training, but it ain't about that. It's just like I know right now I could train somebody on Monday and I can't come back until like 3 weeks. That shit ain't gonna help you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that shit is important, man. Like in any sport. And really, and you say football, especially football, because I mean you really got to put that time in.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if you dedicated to coaching, man, like that shit is important, man. And any kid listen to this, man. Any motherfucker that got like a family and they dedicate damn near half of their life to y'all, that like you gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta take advantage of that. You gotta appreciate that shit though, man. Like real shit.
Yeah, that's real shit.
I appreciate that answer, bro.
Yo, can you still dunk?
Yeah, I can still windmill and all that shit. I just don't be doing it like that no more.
My knees hurt thinking about that shit. Yo. Like, oh my god.
If I dunk like 3 times in a row, I'll be like,
right.
Not like back, but it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I get like real, like if I play the game right now and nigga get to talking crazy, then I like dunk. I dunk like a few times, but like I don't like, you know what I mean? As you get older, you lose interest.
I used to hoop, like all my homies was nice hooping. Like I ran track. So I always I
always wanted to do that, bro. I'm still fast as shit.
Yeah.
But I never like
I couldn't. I ran year round, so I couldn't focus on like hooping. Like I was decent. You know what I'm saying? Like yo, I could strap up. I'm gonna get you boards. I might get you a few assists. You know what I'm saying? I just like dunking on niggas. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I had bunnies. You know what I'm saying? I had bunnies back then, yo. So like that was
I used to dunk crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I used to really dunk crazy, and I used to like try niggas so much. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, it's just like, man, I'm gonna go ahead, do this little float off the glass. I ain't nobody trying to like.
Yeah.
Because, you know, as my name got bigger and I got more popular and shit like that, motherfuckers be trying to like.
Yeah, nigga ain't dunking
not
on
hurt
me.
you, but niggas be trying to not get embarrassed by you. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it's like, I ain't trying to get took out the air, you know, because then I'm gonna get up and want to fight. You know,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, see.
How I got one more. How did you do in that tournament? The one-on-one tournament, but
the
T-Mac tournament. Yeah. How you doing that?
Like I said, like, you know, I don't make excuses. So, you know, he broke it down in regions, right? So he did Houston, then he did Chicago, then he did New York, then he came to DMV. That was us. So DMV, you know, the first day is Saturday, and you do it's just the top 8 people with the best records. They make it to championship Sunday.
Okay.
So I was the number 1 seed. I was 7-0, right? I went 7-0. Like my body wasn't like together like how I wanted to be when I play a one-on-one game. But even so, like not being cocky, but like just certain niggas, like not just anybody could just beat me though, even if I'm not even like where I need to be.
Right.
Like I was beating the shit out of these niggas. Like, you know what I mean? Like now, a couple of these niggas really could play, like, cause a couple of them niggas there, they played on my platform.
Yeah.
But I was fucking these niggas up. So and you know, I don't know if y'all familiar with Uncle School, but like, so me and School, we got
I was watching some videos.
I seen some videos.
So he's from PG, right? So, you know,
yeah.
when I first met School, he came up Green Spring, like 2020. That was like my biggest, well, it was the first big free smoke tour year, like, because it was the COVID year.
Right.
So it wasn't nowhere to go. Like I used to have like 800 people out that bitch at Green Spring, right? So I couldn't, that's when I turned it into a business. I couldn't believe that shit. But,
right.
So he came there one day and he was like, yo, I like what you're doing. Y'all would want to play you one day. And I was just, you know, I just wanted, I was like, nigga, who the fuck is you for me to play you? Like, not disrespectful, but just talking basketball shit. So, you know, he started like doing what he doing. Like, you know, he's real big on YouTube now. He started doing what he was doing. He started building his name. So then we played, you know what I'm saying? We played on Free Smoke. I beat him, right? So then I was like, yo, for you to get a rematch, you're going to have to do some work. You're going to have to put some work in. So he came to Free Smoke. He started kicking niggas' ass. And then he started like, I was telling him like, yo, you ain't got the mental part yet to beat me.
Right.
Right? And he started like getting better. I'm like, yeah, you starting to figure this shit out. But you know, anytime he playing somebody that's out of town, I'm with him because even though he's from PG, I'm from Baltimore, but it's always us against them. You know what I'm saying? Basketball wise.
Right.
So now we go to the T-Mac shit, right? So I'm there. So, you know, I'm in there, me and my wife in there, I signed and everything. I'm just waiting. I said, I know I want this nigga to come in here. I'm waiting. I don't see him. And then out of nowhere, I see him coming out. I see his cameraman. I said that motherfucker here. I said, yeah. So when we got out, you get your number, right? I was number 23. So you get a list of who you play. So when I seen this jersey, he had number 7. I was like, fuck. No, he had number 12. I was like, fuck. So I ain't playing that day. So I'm like, the only way I would play him, championship Sunday.
Right.
So I went 7-0. He went 5-2, but it was like 8 people that was 5-2. So they had to do a playing game on Saturday to make it to championship Sunday.
Okay.
So when they made the championship Sunday, him and the nigga D Pitts, they had to play. They 8th and 9th seed. They had to play to see who plays me.
Right.
And he beat School. Right. He beat School the first day too, but he beat School. So my whole mindset, I'm looking at what D Pitts do. I'm like, okay, he's strong. He like to go to the bucket. He like to give you the 2-pointers. So I'm like, I'm gonna hit a lot of twos. But that's what my mind was at.
Right.
And then he in the back, like he got a concussion.
Oh, wow.
Right? So I'm thinking, because I'm the only one that's 7-0, I'm thinking I'm gonna get a bye. Or like when I get to the chip, I gotta win twice or something like that.
Right.
So then they just let School play. Right? And it just the mental for me, right? It just I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And then it was just for him, it was just like, damn, I get another chance.
Play this nigga.
And it's him. No, I'm talking about I get another chance because, on Sundays, you lose one game, you're eliminated.
Okay.
Right? So he lost, so he was out. So since D Pitts couldn't finish, they let him come back. So for him, it's like, oh, I get another chance.
Life.
And it's like, if he get past me, because I'm like, if school, when I get past school or D Pitts, this shit is in the bag. Because the other 4 niggas I would end up playing, I already beat them yesterday real bad. Yeah. Like I beat them like 7-1, 7-0, 7-2. Like it was no way I was losing.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm like, this is gonna be my hardest game. But I was focused on defense. And then when I school, I got out there, I was lackadaisical, you know what I'm saying? He just was more ready.
Yeah.
And he beat me 9. I think he beat me 9-8 or he beat me 9-7. It was
okay.
it was 8-7 and then he had 2. Yeah, he beat me 9-7.
Yeah.
So it's like I still almost won, you know what I'm saying? But like he got me. So then we capped that off as like we won one, even though like the rules that we play is like on free smoke is different, 3 dribbles. T-Mac shit is unlimited dribbles, but he got that game. So, but I was one of only 3 people around the whole country that went 7-0 on the first day. So he sends the top 3 from each region, and he get 4 commissioner picks. So I was one of the commissioner picks.
Okay.
And I went out there and then I played the nigga Chris Staples. He's like a real he got like 500,000 followers and shit. Like he like a crazy dunker. I beat the shit out of him. Chris, my guy, that's my man, but I fucked him up. And then I played Blue Chip from New York. Second round, I played Blue Chip, and man, Blue Chip was in a dog fight. You know what I'm saying? We was in a dog fight, and it was tied up at 8-8, and we went back and forth like 6 plays.
Damn.
And then they called a foul on me, and then he hit the 2 free throws. He beat me. So I lost in the second round in Vegas.
Wow.
And I'd have got past that game, man. I was definitely going to the Final Four or the chip.
Wow.
My toughest game would have been Scoop again, but I'd have got Scoop guaranteed.
Yo, what's that one kid name? Dribble crazy man. Hezzy God. You seen your play?
Yeah, he played Scoop before. Scoop beat him.
Okay.
But I mean, he's like me personally. I think he's shit.
Yeah.
Like 1-on-1.
Yeah.
But I think he's like a lot of people think he's just antics. He is, but he can actually play though.
Yeah.
But I just don't think he's that good 1-on-1.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? It just that shit ain't really. Everybody game is not really fit for it, and just everybody just ain't really for that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for a lot of shit that happens in 1-on-1 game. Like I always tell niggas growing up, to be good at 1-on-1, you gotta have the talent first of all, but you gotta realize your talent don't mean you'll beat everybody. Cause niggas cause I think, no disrespect to Blue Chip, I think I'm more talented to everybody than I only lost twice like in the street, like on the real shit. Like I only lost twice, but even losing to School on OBL and losing to Blue Chip, right? I still think I'm more talented basketball wise than all of them. But sometimes the shit don't you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm more talented than Brooke Lopez 1-on-1, but
yeah,
if he get the fucking ball, what the fuck would I really do? You know what I'm saying? But you got to be able to play through shit. You got to be able to play through hecklers. You can't be scared to fight. Not saying that you will fight.
Right.
But if you ain't scared to fight, you have a different demeanor. You know what I'm saying? See, I ain't scared to fight.
Right.
So it don't really matter. Like, it don't really matter what you say. Nigga, I'm not scared to fight you, so I'm not going to be scared of you in the basketball.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? I used to be scared on it. Like, shout out to my homeboy Boovie, one of my big brothers. I used to be scared on the basketball court. I had all the talent, but I used to be scared, like, on the court. But he was like, bro, I don't understand. How the fuck you ain't scared to fight, but you scared on the basketball court? And then I thought about it. I was like, why the fuck am I scared of this thing? I beat the shit out this nigga. Right. You know what I mean? And I'm like, and then I thought about it. I was like, and then it makes sense. But I mean, you think about it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about it.
That's real
if you know you'll beat this nigga in the fight, or if you really think
once you know you can beat a nigga ass, it change everything.
But I mean, even if you know, like, but if you're not scared of, like, bro, like, if we get into it, like, say in the game, you scared in the game, but he foul the shit out you and mush you. You know you'll whoop his ass.
Right. Yeah, right.
So it's like, if you'll do that, why the fuck are you scared?
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, you know what? Why the fuck? So then I just started playing with that, like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like if I had to fight a nigga, I started playing like that, then it was over after that.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't beat him.
Right.
Because I was just scared of him on the basketball court. He was older.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, he's stronger, but he really ain't strong. It's just his mind made me think he was stronger than me, and then I was just like, hold up.
Yep.
I'm like, I'm like 5 inches tall. This nigga can't fuck with me for real. But I'm like,
right.
No, I can't. I'm like this big bro. I can't fuck with him. But then I was like, hell no.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is my brother, and I'll fight this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and then when he told me, I was in my head, I'm like, yeah, you're right. But in my mind, I'm like, so why the fuck do I still let you beat me? And then it was over after that. So it really shout out to Boo. Boo, my homeboy Boo, Troy Miles is really who created this monster.
That's
like,
what's up, man.
Like real shit.
Shout out, bro.
That's
Man.
Yeah, give me them claps, my man. Give me them
give
claps
it
for
up,
my
bro,
man
man.
Boo, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Yeah,
that.
he turned me up.
You
For real.
Well, you just gave me an idea of something I'm gonna use for my kids about using the analogy of a fight because with kids is playing football for the first time, equipment and all that, they a little shaky. So
Right.
I'm gonna use that. I'm definitely use that
You gotta just
that
break it
analogy.
down. I mean,
These
yeah,
kids
but
are fight.
like
Yeah.
that shit really made sense for me. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like,
Mhm.
so it's just like I don't really care about nothing, bro. Like I'll literally like, you know, I got kids now and I got a wife and a family, so I don't really want it to go like that. But I always carried it like, bro, I'll lose my life on the basketball court before I let a nigga bitch me on the court, or you know what I mean, like take my heart from me on the court. Like,
Right.
yo, I had to kill me out this
Mhm.
bitch. You know what I mean? I didn't
Mhm.
been in real situations where I didn't want money and I had to dodge bullets to get out of there with the money and shit
Right.
like that. You know what I mean? So it's like
Right.
that shit. You know what I mean? That shit be up. You know what I mean? But that, you know what I mean? Shit don't be like that for other niggas. That's why like a lot of niggas can't beat me just because they don't have that mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so, and it's a mental game too. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
Mhm.
All right. So not including yourself, top 5 hoopers out of Baltimore.
okay, so what do you mean? Like just in general?
All right. Yeah. All right. So I see where you're going. We gonna say in general.
In general, out of Baltimore ever?
Top. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 2 top 5s. Well, I'm gonna give you the top 5 of people that I've seen with my own eyes.
Okay.
Okay. So Sam, Mello, Rudy.
Who's Sam? Say
Sam
their whole
Cassell.
name because everybody.
Sam
Oh,
Cassell.
Sam Cassell. Okay. Sam Cassell. You say, hold on, Sam Cassell. Say it again. My bad, bro. Sam
Sam,
Cassell.
Mello, Rudy,
Rudy Gay.
Okay. Rudy Gay. Yeah, I know.
Mohatton.
Yeah. Mohan.
Might be Will
Barton.
Will Barton.
or Josh.
Will Barr. Will Barr.
You know what I mean? But if I'm going the 5, like you know what I mean, then I'm gonna go. See, I forgot about Mike Lloyd too. But I probably will go Muggs,
Muggsy, yeah.
Muggsy Bogues, right?
Mello,
Mm-hmm.
Rudy, Sam. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm forgetting somebody too.
I'm trying to think.
But it's gonna be all the lead niggas. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It could be. I mean, because it could be like, you know what I mean. But it still might be. It still might be Will. But I mean, you got Will. You got Malcolm. Crazy resume.
Yeah.
It's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
No, we got
you know,
hoopers.
and like
we got
Mo is
hoopers
my
come-
favorite player. Like,
Yeah. We got hoopers coming out here, man.
yeah,
We got hoopers.
yeah, we got a lot though.
Yeah. Yo, see, and Rudy.
Even
Rudy,
like Kill. Kill was like one of the best players I ever watched.
yeah.
Like most exciting anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, he was crazy.
yeah,
He was crazy.
he still is.
Yeah.
He still is.
Yeah. Rudy Gay was my personal favorite. Actually, Melo my favorite. But like I used to enjoy watching Rudy Gay play. Just like Rudy Gay in his prime used to buzz KD and LeBron ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
he's about
You
to
got Dante
definitely.
too. It's a lot. You know?
yeah.
Like I just feel like Melo is the best.
Melo game, bro. Melo.
Sam had the best career because he got
Right,
the chips
he
and
did,
shit
he
like
did.
that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Mello was supposed to be the next one that had.
But I mean,
You
if
know
you
what
just
I mean?
talking about like who the best player, like I feel like it's Melo. I feel
Melo.
like without a doubt it's Melo.
Yeah. Melo game is crazy, yo.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like even in any era, like him at his best and anybody else in their best, he'll fuck all of them niggas up.
Absolutely.
Like, everybody. So
Absolutely.
like, I'm gonna have to go Melo.
Absolutely. All right. Top. All right. So I want to know your personal opinion on this GOAT shit. This Braun Jordan shit.
It's Mike for me. No disrespect to Braun. It's not close to me.
Right.
I just feel like I look at basketball like this, right? And I feel like both fans do it. Like some delirious MJ fans and some delirious Braun fans do it. They move the goalposts
Absolutely.
to fit. I look at it like this: who's the better offensive player? Who's the better defender? I feel like Michael Jordan is hands down both.
Okay.
So I feel like
Oh, yeah.
he's the better player,
Got
right?
Right.
The passing, right? Like I'm not even looking at it like Braun is like a way better passer. He just was way better. He's way more willing
Right.
to pass.
So you
right?
think he plays better team ball.
I'm not saying that because if I'm trying to win, I'm trying to win. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So it's different. Like, I mean, all right. For example, I feel like Steve Nash, right, is a way better passer than LeBron.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But if I'm breaking them down and I say LeBron is the better scorer and the better defender, right? And you be like, but Nash is a way better passer, right? Like, it don't really matter because he really can pass too. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's with the Jordan thing, like, Jordan showed, like, bro, I can do this shit if I want to, but you see, when I do this shit, these niggas ain't like that for me to win. So I gotta get 70.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you 75 and 5 instead of giving you 40, 12, and 12. Like, I mean, but it's opinionated anyway.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm going with Mike, because I mean, like, when you talk about that, and mind you, like, we are judging this off of a 20-year and like a 11 and a half year
Right.
career. Because if you look at it, you got Mike.
Right.
You got Mike from 84.
Right.
You got Mike from 84 to 93.
98.
And one of those years, he missed the whole season.
Okay.
Right? So that's 8 years.
Right.
It's 8 years, right? And then you got 3 more years with Chicago. Nobody's really judging the Washington shit. He was 40. You get what I'm saying? But I mean, like, even if you just act like Washington never happened, right? And even you take all his losses or not making the playoffs or whatever, you use that against him. But every good that he did in Washington, take that away.
Still got the better career.
All that shit he got, this is 11 and a half years.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, but one thing I will give LeBron, I don't like when people say that's because he played 20 years.
Can't knock him for that.
That's a great accomplishment to
Hell
be able to play 20 years and you still in great shape. You get what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
And if you really break it, he's still, you can argue he's top 5 in the league still, but he's definitely top 10, like without a doubt.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And he really might still be top 5, maybe.
He is still like the elite.
You get what I'm saying? Like, but he's still got it. He's still the first or the second best player when he's on the floor.
Definitely.
Right.
Like, it don't matter who they play in the playoffs, he's going to be the second best player or the first.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Like, in this series right now, is Ja really better than him right now?
No.
Maybe not. But I mean, if he is, he's definitely the second best player in the series.
Absolutely.
Right, yeah.
If he played the Warriors,
Right.
I'm going to say Steph is the best player now. But even if he wasn't, LeBron would be number 1 or number 2.
Number 2. Right.
So in 20 years, every time you step on the court, you're either the first or the second best player. That's still, that's crazy.
That's a hell of an accomplishment, yo.
You know what I'm saying? But it's also like, look at how you did 20 years and you did all of that. You still ain't even got all the individual shit that he got.
Yeah.
And he played 9. And basically, his meaningful career was 9 years lesser than yours. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But
I always go back to the finals record.
I didn't even bring that up yet.
Yo, see, I don't feel that. Yo, Jerry West is the logo, bro, and he went 1-9. You know what I'm saying? So
That's why you would never hear somebody saying he the best ever.
Right.
So yeah, see, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
True.
LeBron only get judged on that because he's being compared to be the best ever.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna be the best
Right.
ever, and the person that was globally known as the best,
Exactly.
6-0 in the finals, so we're gonna have to bring up your 6 losses in the finals.
I mean, yeah, I feel like
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like Jordan is a better winner than LeBron. You know what I'm saying? He's a better winner.
And then I break down things like this. Okay. So Michael Jordan, right? Scoring wise, the best help he ever had in the finals was 21 points and a half. That's the best that a sidekick ever scored with him in the finals. And we know who that was.
Right.
That was Scottie Pippen.
Right.
In that same series, Michael averaged 42 points. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like, you get what I'm saying? And it's no knock. What I'm saying, it's different now. But like, LeBron first chip, right? The first one, he beat OKC.
Right.
Wade averaged like 25,
Yeah.
right? His second chip, he first shit,
Yeah.
right? He first shit. Like, he first shit the first one too.
Right.
And I think Wade only averaged like 20, Bosh averaged like 17, something
Right.
like that. Now, his third one is when they came back and beat us. Shit still make me mad.
That's when he was
Kyrie
crazy.
averaged 29.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kyrie had 40 twice in that series.
Yeah.
Well, he had 38 and he had 40.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? That shit ain't never happened. Like, nobody never even had 30.
Yeah.
Nobody never had 30 on Mike's team in the
Mike's
finals.
team in the finals.
And it's not because he's going hard, because he's getting doubled. So y'all got the opportunities.
Right.
Niggas just wasn't that good to do what he was doing.
Right.
Pippen was a great second best player on the team. He was very good because even when Mike was out the year, he showed how good he was.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when the shit got thick, no diss to Pippen, you wasn't that good.
Right.
You was good.
Right.
You was good as my second best player.
Yeah.
But it's like Pippen best finals numbers was 21, 7, and 8. That same finals, Michael averaged 42, 7, and 6.
Oh wow.
So it's like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So don't like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course niggas gonna say he never won without Pippen. Yeah, of course, because he played on his team.
So you're saying for you, like a big difference is the difference in the help.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
You know
you can't. When it come to that, yeah, I can't.
Feel me? Like, and then even with LeBron when the bubble chip, right?
I don't count that.
He was clearly the MVP of the finals. But AD was like just one game off of getting it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Look at KD when he came to the Warriors. He averaged 35. Steph averaged 29. Then the next year you averaged 30. Steph averaged 30. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you was the MVP, but look at that help you getting.
Right.
Mike wasn't getting that shit.
Right. Yeah.
Pippen was getting averaging 18. This nigga averaging 32, 35, 37, 42. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Scotty.
Pippen was sitting out games and all that. You know what I mean? And then for Mike to never, like, and the reason why we saying Mike is the reason why we say even though we know he had a team, but we say Mike because when we talking about LeBron, we say Bron. Even though Kyrie did great that year in the finals, it was clear who was the best player in the whole fucking series was.
Right.
And when we talk about it, Kyrie ain't like that, but it's just, when you're the second best on the team, the leader is the one that's going to get the praise because he's going to get the backlash if you lose.
Right. Yeah.
If they would have lost 4-1,
facts.
if they had lost 4-1, that means they'd have lost 4-1. The next year they'd have lost 4-1, and then they got swept the year after that.
Oh, you know, and
that's all Bron.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
It's all Bron.
When history speaks of it, it's LeBron lost 4-1.
Right. It ain't like, Kyrie lost 2. No, niggas don't even say that.
Right.
When they mention Kyrie, they mention the team.
Right.
Yeah, they don't even say that.
They'll mention the team.
So if
They
you
only
get the
mention one
backlash
shot.
when they lose, you get the most praise when they win.
Right.
That's just always been.
Yeah, that's how I go.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like right now, if we lose to the Kings,
Right. And De'Aaron Fox playing.
Steph lost.
Right. That's a fact.
It's the unanimous MVP, the greatest player, the greatest shooter. Everybody say this, say this. That nigga lost in the first round. They ain't gonna say Wiggins just came back. They ain't gonna say Draymond Green was out that bitch geeking.
Right.
The facts don't matter. It's the fact that you're the leader, you're the best player on the team. Y'all lost. That's what it is. If I go get a team right now and I say Free Smoke, the name of this team in this league on this tournament is Free Smoke Tour, and we lose by 40, man, Terry and them got fucked up. That's what they gonna say. Man, Terry and them got killed out that bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I might be like, nigga, I averaged 40.
Right.
Ain't nobody, no, man, we ain't trying, man, y'all got fucked up.
Ain't worried about what NM did. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got, think about that though. If Mike ever would have lost in the finals, they wouldn't have said shit about Pippen averaging 13.
That's true. That's true.
Right.
You supposed to be the greatest. You supposed to figure it out. Charles Barkley said, they said, bro, you was an MVP, you averaged just that year, and y'all got fucked up in the finals. Charles Barkley said, nigga, we lost to Mike.
Right.
That don't even count. That's what he said. So, you know what I mean? But I do, like, and Kobe is my favorite player ever, but I do think LeBron is the second best player ever. I do.
Right.
I think they just shot him past Kobe like too quick at one point. But I mean now
they definitely
I'm saying like now
in his career.
I ain't really gonna argue with a nigga saying LeBron better than had a better career than Kobe.
Because it was that, man. I remember it was a time Kobe he couldn't fuck with Kobe.
Yeah,
he couldn't fuck with Kobe.
This funny. I just had this argument in my group chat the other day. They told me, they said, LeBron was the best player in the league since his third year. I said,
No,
he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
I said his second year in the league, nigga, AI was averaging 31.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, Kobe was averaging 35. Mm-hmm. Fuck are you talking about? T-Mac was averaging 30.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And then when you get down to 08, 2009, 2010, I feel like that's without a doubt Kobe was the best player in the league. That's not even the question.
Yeah.
And then 2010, you the best player in the league, y'all lost in the finals to Dirk. Right? So, but he's the best player in the league. 2011, 2012, 13, and 14, without a doubt. 2015, same thing. 2016, Steph was emerging. KD's emerging, but he's still the best player. Right. 2017, it might be KD.
Yeah, right.
Yo, see,
it might be KD.
The only reason I
I
argue
think y'all sleeping on Kawhi. Kawhi was
I was about to say
I
was about to say that next.
Kawhi.
In the mix of that 16 to 18, it could have been Kawhi too.
I will tell you that Toronto Kawhi was better than KD. I'll tell you,
Yeah.
Toronto Kawhi was better than KD.
Yeah.
Spurs Kawhi, the Kawhi before he left the Spurs.
I feel like
he played both sides of the
I
ball.
feel like he only got the chip because KD got hurt. Honestly, because Clay got hurt.
Yeah, because
Clay got hurt.
Because we could have beat them without KD. I feel like.
It'd been done. Yeah.
Nah, but
I got one more
niggas
question.
ain't get my man niggas ain't get my man no pass either.
right.
Clay got hurt and KD got hurt. They still say, man, Steph should have figured it out. Steph missed the shot that sent it the game.
That's
I don't know. I always put it on the Clay injury. Though.
But I'm not gonna lie though. Like, even though it's an argument with KD and them around that time,
look.
LeBron still is the best player.
Yeah.
He still was the best player at that time. It's just like, look,
you got people.
Dirk fucked y'all up in the finals, so we don't know.
Right. Get your shit
and
together.
then 17, KD fucked you up in the finals. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I just want to say this since we talking about this. 2016, they came back and beat the Warriors. 2017, when KD first got there, that is not a lopsided finals. It's not. The only thing changed really was instead of Braun having to guard Harrison Barnes,
Get to guard KD?
you got to guard KD.
Right.
But you are the best player in the league. This shouldn't be a problem.
Right.
Problem.
And he outplayed you.
I mean,
That's it.
You had the two best players in the league on two different teams. They kind of can. I felt like like KD was a cancel out.
Look at the top 4 players in that series.
No.
KD averaging 35, LeBron averaging 30. That's 5 points. So that's
They
should have
cancel
stopped
each other
them.
out. Right.
And then Kyrie outplayed Curry.
Right.
Niggas don't remember that.
True.
Curry, look, he outplayed Curry 2 straight finals, the finals that they won and the one they lost when KD first got there.
Right. Yeah.
Curry didn't outplay him until the 3rd year.
Right.
Until
That's
the
true.
3rd year.
That's true. Kyrie did.
And well,
Kyrie did
honestly,
bust
I
up
don't even
bad.
think Kyrie was there.
When he blew
No,
his knee.
they played 4 years, right?
I know he played LeBron and them twice.
3.
No, he played LeBron them 4 times.
Is it 4 times or 3 times?
Let me see.
17.
No, yeah, I know it's 3. They won one. They split the first 2. Split the first 2.
And then KD went.
And then KD.
And
So,
KD won twice. It's 4.
yeah, so it's 4. Yeah.
But Kyrie was on 3,
On
not
3
4.
of them. Right.
Yeah.
Right, but the 3rd one, he got hurt the first time. Then he won the 2nd time. Yeah, right. Curry never outplayed
Right, Kyrie.
Kyrie in the finals.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy.
That is crazy.
But they had
feel
Clay.
me?
All right. I do got.
Clay only averaged like 14.
Yeah. All right. So.
But that next year he came back with George Hill and them. That was
that
just
was-
amazing for Braun to get there.
Bruh.
give
To
him-
lead the
oh,
team.
I got one more.
You talking about that last
To lead both
Cleveland
teams in
year?
every stat.
That was
He
To
carried
lead-
them the whole year.
To
he
lead
did.
both
He carried
team in
them.
every
That was
stat,
great.
bro, is fucking crazy.
But you know what's crazy?
That's crazy.
That next year, after that, when he went to LA, I said he's gonna get hurt because he played then in every minute, every game that season.
But he got hurt.
He's
and then the next year he came back, even though it was the bubble. But it's the bubble for everybody. And they
Came
went
back
right to the
hooping.
finals.
No, because I'm saying like everybody, LA getting the chip the first year. I said, nope, that ain't getting hurt. That nigga played 82 every minute of 82 games that last year to win that chip. He gonna get hurt this year.
I got you.
He wore the fuck out.
All right, so I do have one more question. So the transition of, you mentioned the music, you mentioned the comedy shit, you mentioned of course the hooping, and turning that into a business, and still finding time to be able to do all this and still have the balance of home life. You know what I mean? Being dad. You know what I mean? Just regular shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? How you do it?
Honestly, man, this is one of the questions I'm gonna have to say I don't fucking know. I don't, man. I just, but that's why, like with the music, I can't really, I'm not interested in it like I used to be 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
And I was really considered like a rapper.
Right.
But like now I just do it like hobby. Like, I just get that feeling. Like that feeling come back. Like, like when I did the album last year, it was just like, you know what I mean? I made mixtapes and shit. I never made an actual album. So I was like, I'm gonna make an album because I didn't do that. I still got a couple little fans that still like my my music back then. So I'm like, that's for me and that's for them. But it's like even now, man, like I got like a little mixtape I'm about to do. Like I got like 8 songs already. But it's just like I just get the feeling and then I just like boom. But it's just,
let us know, man. We play that shit, bro.
you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, man. You know what I mean? Of course, from the outside looking in, it don't look like it, but of course, the family and the children and the family is the most important.
Right.
You just like, and sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, my wife had to be like, all right, look, motherfucker, we already got free smoke going on. And you playing in all these motherfucking leagues and shit, like, you know what I mean? Right. So, like, that shit, but I be trying to tell her, like, man, look, ball is life, though, you know what I mean? But, yeah, but sometimes I gotta try to balance that shit better. I'm still working on that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's real shit. It's hard to say no to basketball, man. Like, I didn't, she'll tell you, I didn't sit there and be like, you know what? Like, when I was sitting, I'm like, I'm not playing this year, man, fuck that, man. I need more money. I'm not playing this shit, and I end up playing. Right. Them niggas that taught me into playing. Like, it's just hard. And right. You'll see the shit, you'll see all the people there, and you be like, nah, fuck that. Right. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's tough, man.
I mean, is it because it's like most ballers been playing since.
Yeah, I've been playing since I was 6 years old, man. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it's hard. Like, it's part of my life. Like, it's a real love, right? Yeah, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, but I mean, I still know that that's the most important thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know, just making sure, you know, like I'm working, doing what I got to do to make my money, you know what I mean, to support my family, you know what I'm saying? Then everything else is next. That's why I like the music. I just like, you know, it was a day wifey tired, the kids in bed or whatever like that, you know what I mean? I'm like, you know, I've been taking a little 20, 30 minutes out my day when I got a chance to write some shit. And I'm like, you know what? Or my man, yo, you got an hour in there real quick? All right, I'm about to come through. I'll go lay it down and let her hear it. And I'll be like, I still got it. And then it's just it.
That's what's up. We're going to play this freestyle, man. T. Hosley, Free Mind Freestyle, man.
That's my shit too, man.
Already, man.
Make sure y'all listen too, man. Seriously, man.
Live and direct, man. It's the Melvinaire Podcast, man. Stay tuned.
How did you get this, though? I sent you this?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Hear me, though. Free my boys dealing with fair charges and state fights. I remember cereal, bad milk on them late nights. Deep down way in them trenches, war with the great whites. Road to the riches, I'm straight, make sure my brakes tight. Ball player, you dig, started out on that creek nights. Mama cooking good in that kitchen, that pepper steak rice. I was born to get it, think it's part of my birthright. Ride or die, niggas do drive-bys on them dirt bikes. Bad bitches, they know the rules, fuck on the first night. Took them to they max, well, they know they work right. Never pop Molly, never wore me no time for it. But I got a shooter that pop you and do the time for all them bad nights. That's what you go and shine for. SWAT rushing the only reason you drop a dime for. Shit, I had a 9 and a 4-5. I was 5'4". Grass had me thinking, fuck, I'm a 9 to 5 for. Spend a whole hour to make $15. I can get some new white, get like 6 fiends rocking. Flood the grass through the school. I had West Side copping. That hustle been in my jeans. Fit me like bell bottoms. I was living single at first, but I ain't pull out. Cause of my different strokes, my fresh prince ball out. Now family matters. I'm living in a full house. What I say gotta be law in order to work out. Since I'm married with children, I never took a pit stop. My wife really dropped jewels, she on her third rock. I was yelling cheers, my man married a long while. Now he all in court, cause some shit that is X-File. I ain't really saying it's bad, but that's how shit go. Moral of the story, all that is a shit show. You could be stand up, nice balance, a good nigga. Your bitch still a be clumsy, fall for a hood nigga. Say you love it,
oh my God.
Fuck it if it comes back, you know it's there to stay, that's bullshit. One time I let a bitch get away, she came back with 10 more bodies. How, Sway? I was all in the one cloud. I went in that bitch, man, back in the revenant. Ball with my niggas in trouble, they ain't respecting it. I can ball by myself, I be Tom Shepping it. My man caught a double life and he got a letter in. Late nights wasn't no cable, he watching Letterman. I been stamped since envelopes with the letter in. Traffic at the trap house, I tell him let him in. Nigga. So smash.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah. That was hard.
Fire.
That was half
That
bad.
was hard.
Fucking fire, bro.
Appreciate that.
Fucking fire, bro.
Definitely.
Hey, yo, I ain't
Definitely.
gonna lie though, like the little part when I did the TV series scheme, one of those was really like, a lot of that shit was facts, but that, my wife really dropped jewels. She on third rock. Motherfucker done lost 2 rings already.
I ain't gonna lie, you doing a lot better than these other couple clips we got.
Yeah.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's get to that, man. Let's get to that.
Oh, you talking about we listening to
Yeah,
it
man,
first?
let's get to it.
I ain't gonna lie. Look, I
That's
know
a
they got
nice
the money. I ain't
transition.
gonna lie. Yeah, Shaq can't
That's
fuck
a
with
nice
me.
transition.
Or whoever they can't. I know they definitely can't fuck with me.
Yeah,
I ain't
so
gonna
we
lie.
gonna go into these.
Yeah, yo,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. That was crazy when we walked ahead playing that.
I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna be mad at Shaq dropping that money on Quentin Miller for that one though.
Man, come on, bro.
That was a
Man,
Quentin Miller special.
somebody wrote that. Somebody wrote that clearly.
That was Quentin Miller.
We are
He got the best
Nah, I
ghostwriter
bet
in
Lil
the
Uzi Vert wrote that shit, bro. That shit
we are
sounds.
gonna go. We
Lil
are gonna
Uzi
get
is
into the worst ballers turn rappers. And yo, cause it's crazy, yo, because I want to say like a year ago and some change, yo, I flipped the question So I was doing the best rapper, best baller turned rapper, and I said Shaq. But then I was playing the Shaq and Biggie.
I ain't gonna lie. Can we change that from baller to athlete? Because I really want to throw Roy Jones in that.
Man, get Roy Jones the fuck out of here.
I really want to throw Roy Jones in this mix.
Roy Jones was bullshit.
So man, what you talking about?
Yo, that nigga Roy Jones played the
highlight reel.
Man, y'all must have forgot.
He played a highlight
reel. Y'all must have forgot.
That shit was trash.
Y'all must have forgot.
Yo, that nigga played a highlight reel of punching niggas, bro, and just started rapping, yo. Like, come on, man.
I mean, look. Technically, in rap terms, he the realest rapper because a lot of rappers talk about punching niggas and they ain't really going to do shit.
At least he will knock.
Yeah, he will knock a nigga out.
Why I never wanted nobody to look at me like that. Like, yo, this nigga rap. That's why I said, man, I gotta make sure this shit legit, man. For real.
Oh man,
I be like, yo, this shit is horrible. Even like niggas that really like rap, I be like, yo, this shit.
All right, let's get to this. Let's get to this Shaq joint written by Quentin Miller.
This is 2022, 23.
Allegedly.
New shit.
New shit.
This is new shit.
You can't tell by the flow.
Get it.
I'm about to say he did sound
it was
average, great with the Drake, 21 Savage. Please do call me Diesel. Doing what I want, y'all doing what you need to. Say you wanna go to war.
This is Megan Thee Stallion.
Turn off TV. We be
Look at that. This is Megan Thee Stallion right here.
You know what I'm saying? Repeat. Money is a must. We sleep. I get the bucks. Greek freak. Squad glow.
No, Shaq. This a
Came in
real
the game
song?
with a cheat wolf.
Like, you
Get to the
serious?
green like sheep teeth. I do not get it, your movement is whack. Roaming through winners, you losing in laps. I'm touring the globe, I'ma land on the shore and exploring a boat where it's blue on the map. You ain't got nothing to do on the map. I've been on the map, you knew on the map. You couldn't do what I do with a map. I got a map, my room is a map. I get lost when I go for a nap. I don't get lost when I go for the stacks. I don't feel lost alone at the top. I don't know boss, all I know is Shaq. I know the pitch, so I know the dinero like I know the pound and the yen and the euro. I know the case, so I get that in pro. On the paper chase to end of the world.
Somebody wrote this for him. He never flowed like that ever in his life, ever.
Thank you.
Yo, with the video,
That wasn't half bad though. Like,
It wasn't.
Shaq, though.
Yeah, that's
That
what
was
I'm saying.
trash, man.
Yeah, no,
That
it's
was
definitely trash.
trash.
And the funny thing is he didn't write it. It was really crazy.
Yo, Shaq went platinum off of "Do You Want Me to Slam It?"
Yeah, that's
That's a real song. Like he released.
that's because it was Shaq though.
Look what year it was though.
Man. It was
Look
like
what
the
year it
90s,
was.
wasn't it?
It was like 94.
Yeah, like and
He
then it
was
was
taking
Shaq.
a-
Everybody loved him. He was big.
Yeah, he
goofy.
remember he was cause what was it? Shazam?
Shazam. Yeah, they
He
loved
was
him, man.
Shazam. Come on, bro.
He had the Shaq Fu video game on Sega, yo.
I had it.
I had it too.
I did. And I only wanted it because it was Shaq though.
I ain't gonna lie. Full disclosure, I took it from Blockbuster.
I tried to steal mine from West Coast. Remember West Coast Video?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it though because my grandfather was with me though. He was like, "Put that shit down." I tried to steal that shit before.
Yeah, man. All right, so look, we gonna go into.
I ain't gonna lie. Now, I want to say before you play this,
Hold up.
This wholly tarnishes this man's legacy to me because this was like one of my favorite players.
Oh man, look, this shit is ass.
No, this next one.
This is the one y'all played earlier too?
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit is horrible. I ain't gonna lie.
Horrible, bro.
Anybody watching, this shit is about to be disrespectful to the eye. I ain't gonna lie. This shit is bad.
I don't know. He went from Fab Five to some
man.
fabulous jive. I don't know what the fuck he doing right now.
Fab job. That's hilarious. Yeah, we're just gonna get to this next one, man. This is Boy C. Webb, bro.
Corrupt young
That
Gotti,
shit-
gangsta boogie.
How big is that suit, nigga?
I'm just glad he didn't start crip walking. This got to be like 2000. Nah, that was Mac 10.
So it was like,
Yeah, this like 2000.
That's
Why
one
the
place.
niggas
Got Mac Ghost in the video.
Tell me how you do it. It seems so simple, like there was nothing to it. Gee, you know it's hard being me, being an executive and still DP, still keep a burner, let the flame burn. The young ass still ain't learned.
Man, yeah. This is a star-studded video.
Smack like shit. My crew glitter, we gon' glitter. My
sing a couple words to your birds when I hit her. She got the kids,
But you know that this is C-Webb's house. This isn't like they didn't rent nothing. Like this is actually his house though.
jealous. House spade, they got
Yeah, nah, house cool.
The girl was impressed when she met us. Woke up and made breakfast, my fellas.
Boy, he sound like Dr. Dre.
He sound like
Dr. Dre.
I'm starting to hear Dre. Your voice kind of sound like Dre.
He sound like Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre.
Damn, yo, that was on point.
He still ain't got a jail on power yet.
Yo, I do it with no doubt. No, it's gonna work out. Talk on the phone, but only if it's fucked
Nigga
out.
still locked up.
They mention him every few episodes.
He must be served out down to sacrifice and pay the price. Since I've been young, I've been nice on the dice. The inner city star hanging in your car. Quick to mic
cut that shit.
Sacrifice.
The other day,
Sacrifice since I've been young. I've been
I'm
nice
glad.
on the dice.
Look at the.
I'm
look
glad
at
it's the first time I saw
Outta
that video.
here.
Yo, look how much room in that
How many
nigga's
views,
suit, bro.
How many views he got,
It
bro?
was like 2,000.
That's 2,000. That's all.
No, it's the year 2000.
No, how many views he got? Though?
Oh man, it's no.
Go-
Probably got
just
millions.
Put the video up a little bit more. Like just drag it up some more.
Who's the 927 niggas who clicked the like button on this motherfucker?
She
Though?
got hundreds. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting 4,000 hours.
It gotta be 1,000.
views on my clip. This shit crazy.
Yeah, bro. Yo, that's horrible. Oh my gosh. See,
But look, I mean, listen. I want y'all to understand where a lot of these views come from. They come from people like us that click on it and laugh at it.
I mean, because it got a
Okay.
big following though. It's got a big name, so it's like
yeah, no doubt.
right now, if you tell me Charles Barkley drop a freestyle,
I'm clicking on it. I'm clicking on that shit.
I'ma click on it. Yeah.
I love Krispy Kremes because
Right.
it tastes so good.
just to hear that nigga say that shit.
Yo, I really would tune in for a Chuck verse. though.
Anybody, Kenny Smith, even if Ernie, like
No, I'm really
if they
there-
tell
I'm
if they
really
tell
there
you
for
Stephen A.
Chuck.
Smith dropped the freestyle.
No, I know Chuck gonna be hilarious though.
I'm watching all that shit. I just want to hear it.
I'm there for it.
I
there for it.
smacked Shaq in his face when I slammed him.
Remember when him and Shaq was arguing and Shaq was like, I'd have pushed him. He's like, first of all, you're not a good fighter. Second of all, I was like, that shit was funny.
And then they go to the footage though. That's my favorite part when they actually go to the
pull
footage.
out.
When they slap
Yeah.
shit out of him.
So you're not a good fighter. That's first of all.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, yo, this nigga Shaq so big, yo, bro. I met Shaq twice. One time I was bouncing, yo. I was at a club in DC, bro.
You wasn't bouncing Shaq.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, you gotta let him
Yo,
do it. Just let him do
nigga,
it.
my man I was with was 6'9". So
Ain't
my
going nothing with Shaq.
bruh. So like I'm sitting there, I just see the back of this nigga head like what up? I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I see this big ass nigga is strolling the club,
Like a
bro.
giant.
Like a fucking giant. Yo, my
Yeah,
man,
like a giant.
My man 6'9", he the tallest nigga I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting there, I'm like,
It's giants in this
damn.
world.
Like yo, that nigga walk past, I was just like,
Like that nigga Shaq got a. Like that nigga they climb down a beanstalk.
yo, that nigga
What the
big
fuck?
as shit,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
He's fucking huge.
Can you imagine how he look down where he like out of shape and
Right.
shit?
Yeah.
Right. Yo, that nigga is fucking huge, bro. Like, that's a big ass nigga.
Yeah, them niggas was really trying to guard that man. That shit crazy.
It's crazy.
Shit sad.
That's why
He was
AI
quick, too.
forever is going to be forever one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, he one of the goats, man.
He did not fear that big motherfucker at all.
He used to stay going to the cup.
Nah,
Said,
fact.
fuck this big nigga.
Speaking of Shaq, we got one more for y'all. R.I.P. to the Mamba, man. Listen, we
I
love.
was so mad when this first came out, bro. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck. I
Yeah.
can't wait till we get back to the phone. We got them bitches back though.
R.I.P. to the Mamba, man, forever, yo. This is
R.I.P. Rest in peace, cool.
this is
Definitely.
prime Shaq with no ghostwriters on the spot. Just
Listen how it sounds. Sounds just like Shaq, man.
Oh no, this didn't age well, man.
it did
I
not.
didn't know it was this long. I didn't know it was that long neither.
Oh,
It did not age.
I
well.
mean,
I didn't know
well,
that,
listen,
though.
it's in poor taste now that the guy's gone.
no. What's
no,
important?
that shit was
is-
funny back then.
Man,
it was
poor taste
hilarious
when he
back
did it.
then.
It's still funny as shit
when he
though.
did it.
It's the
Yeah,
niggas,
we hear
it's
what
the
he's
niggas
saying.
that's there for me. That's acting like this nigga's like just spit the first
Yeah.
verse on Triumph. Like niggas,
Exactly.
like, oh my god, he's at.
But you know, how they- like if Kobe would have went on stage with the mic and then be like, "Fuck Shaq," niggas would be like, "Oh!" He'd have went crazy in that.
Yeah,
Right.
let's get to
Yo,
it.
look at this nigga.
I don't like the hook at all.
I ain't gonna lie,
The
Corey
hook was
Guns look like he
terrible.
loving the flow.
Is that Corey? Oh,
That's
okay.
Corey
That's
Guns.
Corey Guns. All right, that makes sense. That's like
The
his
hook was
godfather.
terrible.
He really in there was kicking some real rap and shit, and then Shaq coming down.
Hey, man, it's Corey Guns.
Give me something. Come on, man. You mess around there.
This nigga got a chain that just
Yeah.
says,
Just look, look at them size different as humans. Look at that shit.
Corey Guns look like an 8-year-old.
Like an 8-year-old to this nigga. That's a grown man.
All right, check it. Check it. You know how I be. Last week, Kobe couldn't do without me. You know how I be. Last week, Kobe couldn't do without me. I call myself big, but I'm not as good as Biggie. I call myself big because I live next to Diddy. Excuse me, Diddy lived next to me. So in the hood, dog, I feel like B.I.G. Because if Biggie was still here, he would be right there on Star Island in the mansion somewhere chilling, sitting on about $500 million. Because me and Guns combined shit, that's $500 million. For real, dog. Now that's B.I.G. Ain't nobody in the world
really
do it
freestyle
bigger than me. That's like a white boy trying to be more nigga than me. That's like a homeless cat having more figures than me. That's like Patrick Ewing having more rings than me. That's like rappers having cars script things than me. That's
Where
like
that
you
shot come
saying to
from?
yourself you're better than me. That's like Kareem saying to himself
they
he's
have
better
beef?
than me. Now stop,
Hold on, did they-
think about
Did they
that.
say that's
It
like
ain't
Kareem
about
saying
that.
to
It's
himself he
about
better than
B.I.G. aka Big Shaq. Now that's the difference between first and last place. Kobe, nigga, tell me how my ass tastes. Okay. Kobe,
He kept
tell
saying
me
it.
how my
That's the
ass
problem.
tastes.
He kept saying it, man. Like, that's the problem.
Okay,
man.
everybody. Kobe,
I take it
tell
that
me
this
how
is
my
like-
ass
And he's
tastes.
been-
At the height
and
of
he's
their
bending
beef,
over,
I'm a
too. Like,
horse.
come on,
Kobe
bro.
ratted me out. That's why I'm
my
getting
God.
divorced.
he gotta be in Miami.
He said
Kobe
Shaq
ratted me
gave
out,
a
that's
bitch
why
of
I'm getting
meals. I don't do that because my name's Shaquille. I love him. I don't leave him. I got a vasectomy. Now I can't breed him. Kobe, how my ass tastes. Everybody.
What?
Kobe, how my ass tastes.
Yo, he had
What?
the crowd singing it.
Yo,
no,
that's
wait,
crazy,
go
yo.
back.
Crowd
That shit
singing
became
it.
a hook.
Yo, that my man though. He fucked my man up right
Shit
there.
was
Yo.
trash.
Hey, yo.
Kobe should have came back and when he beat the Celtics again.
See,
He
Kobe
shoulda
came
came back
back,
and say
yo.
something, yo.
I was gonna play the Kobe joint, yo. I was
No,
gonna
I ain't gonna lie. Don't do that. Don't,
Yeah, I wasn't gonna do it. Yo, I was like, yo, I fuck with Kobe, yo. I was like,
Yeah, that was.
I can't do it. That shit was horrible. Yeah, I was like, I can't do it.
That had to be like, look.
Me and my
this-
man, he's a big AI fan, big Kobe fan, so you know they both was rapping back then.
Right.
We was really beefing. I was like, yo, Kobe should trash. This shit trash too.
I
Niggas need to go back to the gym.
I
Fuck
feel
you
like
talking
this
about?
freestyle took place like after that first Miami win.
That's what it was.
No, it was it was a week after
The Celtics beat
Kobe lost to the Celtics.
Yeah.
Oh,
In
okay.
2008, that's when that was.
Okay.
That's why he said last week Kobe couldn't do it without me.
Oh
That's,
yeah,
that's what he was
yeah,
mad
yeah.
about.
Okay.
That's what he was like fucking with about because they lost in the finals.
That nigga Shaq.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna get it to him. He roasted Kobe on that one though.
He did. He fucked
roasted
my
his
man.
ass.
That's what I was saying.
That's just ass.
Yeah,
The
that shit
hook,
was
the
horrible,
hook
but
was
he-
terrible.
I mean,
The hook was terrible,
pretty
bro.
good for
He
Shaq.
kept saying it.
That
And
was
he
good
was
for
bending
Shaq.
over and all that. Like, it was
I
crazy,
ain't
man.
like your
That
bending
was
over
trash.
part saying something.
Damn.
When I first heard it, it was trash. Like,
But
come
you know
on,
Shaq
man.
a weird nigga
He
anyway.
was a
So.
weird nigga, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga funny as shit, bro. That nigga.
There ain't no point in pausing Shaq. He don't even give a fuck. What?
Right.
Yeah, he like goofy. He goofy. Like, he goofy like that. Yeah. He make fun of himself all the time.
He be
Shit,
pausing
weird.
the shit out with Chuck though. Chuck be saying some wild shit. Chuck was like, man, I'm just the reason why I'm juggling both of these balls the way I'm juggling right now. They was like, you doing what? Shaq be on Chuck ass. Yo, he say some wild shit. He even got Ernie on it now. Ernie was like, that's what you're doing?
Yo, that's what I'm saying. I'm here for a Chuck. Yo, I'm here for a Chuck verse.
Like this and Shaq though.
I don't care
You know
what
he
it
say
is.
something about Shaq in there though. And then Shaq will
Let's talk
get
about
somebody to write
92
a
when I
diss.
put you on. When I took you off your shoes.
Yo. We can get a Chuck. We can get a Chuck version. We put his voice in one of those AI machines.
AI,
And they can make
yeah,
it and shit. Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
And he can
man.
make a rap with Chuck.
Hey man, this is fucking dope, yo. I appreciate the bro T Hoes you swinging through, man.
Definitely, man.
Yeah,
My
this-
pleasure. You hear me?
This was a pleasure, man. That Free Smoke tour, man. Be on the lookout for that.
Yes, sir, man.
Gonna
May
look out for
5th,
that.
man. Cinco de Mayo special, man.
Already.
You know, we usually do Sundays. We can give y'all a nice little Friday night. Y'all come get drunk as hell, man. We got security in there to deal with y'all.
That's a
man.
bet. We pulling up.
Yeah, man.
We pulling up, man. That's for sure. Everybody get their handles up, man, before we wrap this up, man. But yeah, this was a dope show, man. Dope episode.
Okay, you got your boy DJ Bruce Wayne. You can catch me at DJ Bruce Wayne 443 and DJ _Bruce _Wayne 443, both on IG. Hashtag long live Izzy.
Always forever long live Izzy.
Definitely.
All right. Billy Ray Valentine on Facebook, Billy Ray Valentine _B1 on Instagram, and Deprogram78 on Twitter.
Billy Ray Valentine, what you, a sex operator or something?
No.
Sexy ass name, man. Billy Ray Valentine on everything.
You never seen Trading Places?
Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was his name. That was his name.
Girl, who you thought it was?
You thought it was.
Like, yeah, like you was in there talking about your limousines.
It's outside right now.
I just watched it this weekend too.
Classic.
That's what's up, man. Yo, y'all already know what it is, man. It's your boy.
Oh, let the bro get his handles out. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let him go live.
Oh, all right.
Oh, all right. Damn,
Yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
Yeah.
I got you. I got it, baby. Hey, boy, your host, man. Rolling the plug. Can't knock the muscle _43. It's bookings and inquiries is melvinaire@gmail.com. TikTok is Melvinaire Podcast. IG is Melvinaire _podcast. Twitter is _Melvinaire. And yeah, man, y'all got something going on. Yo, holla at us, man. Fuck with us, man. We the best podcast your peoples don't know about, man. Share the show. Hit the like button. Subscribe. And we on all streaming platforms, man. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout next week, yo. We got the bro Wayne 300 coming through. We're gonna have another dope episode for y'all, man. Never be more legend out here doing real shit in these streets, man, for the people. Just pay attention, bro. Yeah, that's all I can keep telling y'all, man. It's the Melvinaire Podcast, man. We're gonna let the bro T-Hoes close out.
Yeah, man, it's your boy T-Hoes, man. You can follow me everywhere at Terry Ray Valentine. No, I'm playing. Yeah, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, IG, man. It's Terry Hosley, man. TerryHosley. And you can also follow the business page, man. Free Smoke Tour, man. That's _free_smoke_tour. I'll holla at y'all, man. Bang.
All right, salute, bro.
Yes,
Definitely.
sir.
Peace and love, man. We catch y'all next week,
Appreciate
man.
you.
Good luck on that coaching too, bro, man. Stay locked in with them, man. Real shit.
Absolutely.
They need it,
Absolutely,
man, for
my
real.
bro. Definitely, my bro. Definitely.
I'll tell everybody follow you except for my wife. I don't want her following that sexy shit. I don't want her following the motherfucking Billy Ray. I don't like the way you said it. It's Billy Ray Valentine. Yeah, man. This was dope, man. I love y'all setup in here too, man. This shit really look nice, man.
Appreciate that.
Really
man.
look like y'all about y'all business, man. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
That's a fact, man.